this is hands down going to be the best fried rice you've ever made. If you think I'm capping, don't just take my word for it. Just listen to what this Gen Z has to say about it.
I love this. Like, this is the best fried rice I've tasted so far. This is giving. It's fantastic. 10 over 10 minus nothing.
All right, let me show you how to make this Gen Z approved fried rice recipe. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new here, welcome, and please click subscribe button. And let's get cooking. Firstly, these are the ingredients we'll be needing to make a good pot of fried rice. We're going to need some bell peppers, green, red, and yellow bell peppers. These are optional, but I love to add them in my fried rice. We are also going to be needing some sweet carrots, peas, green beans, sweet corn. I like to use this particular brand called Green Giant. Some onions, some really ripe plantains, some oil for frying, and also protein of choice. For this particular recipe, I'm going to be using some chicken. All the ingredients will be listed in the description box as usual. So let's get cooking. We're going to first marinate the chicken. I love to season my chicken heavily because I'm going to be needing the stock to boil my rice. So I'm going to season with some onion powder, curry, thyme, my favorite homemade chicken seasoning, some dry pepper, garlic and ginger paste, and also some stock cubes. Go ahead and mix that all in until the chicken is well coated. Then you're going to now cover this with a cling film, pop into the fridge, and allow that to marinate for at least 1 hour before we get to cooking the chicken. Remember, this is a Gen Z approved fried rice, so the chicken has to bang as well. So marinating less than 1 hour is unacceptable. While the chicken is marinating, it's time to chop up our veggies. I like to chop up mine in little cube shapes. You can use or go with any shape you like. This is the shape I prefer. This is where the workload lies when you're making fried rice, chopping up the veggies. If you have a food processor, please go ahead and use that. It's way easier using a food processor than chopping with your hands. But if you don't have one, just grab your knife and get to chopping. This is where all the work lies. Once you're done chopping your vegetables, your fried rice is literally almost ready. Now for the plantain, we're going to be also adding this directly into the fried rice. So we're going to also chop this up into cubes, set that aside. This is going to sweeten the fried rice. It's going to give it that little sweet taste when you bite into every spoon of the fried rice. So yeah, going to chop that and then set it aside to be fried later before we continue cooking. Now get out your pot and add in that already marinated chicken. Put that in, then add in your onions. I like to add mine in chunks so I can easily take them out before going ahead to use the stock. Once you add in that onions, go ahead and cook the chicken. At this point, we're not going to be adding any water at all. We're just going to allow the chicken to release its own juice. Once that is out, we're now going to add just a little bit of water. You can see that the chicken has released a lot of juice. We're going to add just a little bit of water to this, just enough to get the quantity of stock we need without really diluting the stock so much. So I'm going to just go ahead and add in just about a cup and a half of water. Add that in, cover and allow it to cook just for a little bit till the chicken is cooked. If you're going to air fry, you don't need to cook this for long. If you're not going to air fry but you're going to fry the chicken, then cook till the chicken is soft. While that is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and wash my rice. For the purpose of this video, I'm using short grain rice, but preferably use long grain rice or basmati rice. So wash the rice until the water runs clear. Transfer to a sieve and allow all the water drain out. We don't need water for the next step in cooking this fried rice. So set that aside and let all the water drain out completely. Once the chicken is now completely cooked and well softened, we're going to take it out and then sieve the stock to remove all the particles from the seasonings to the onions, because we're going to be needing just the plain old stock for the next step of this recipe. Now we're going to go ahead and cook the rice. But firstly, we're going to stir fry it a little bit in some oil and some spices before we go ahead and cook. So firstly, add in a little bit of oil in your pot, add in your onions, some garlic and ginger paste, stir fry this for a little bit until it's fragrant, then go ahead and add in a little bit of curry powder, some dried thyme, turmeric powder, and bay leaves. Continuously stir fry this for at least 1 minute so that all the flavors release and meet with each other before we go ahead and add in the already washed rice. Once you add in the rice, make sure you continuously stir to prevent it from burning. Stir until the rice is well coated in that fragrant sauce that we already made with the onions and the spices. So stir fry continuously until the rice is well coated and mixes in completely with all the spices that we already stir fried earlier. This is a step where the rice gets its fried rice color. The turmeric and the curry powder are responsible for this. That golden yellow color we admire so much in fried rice. This is the point where you achieve that. So make sure you fry this very well before we continue cooking. So after this, we're now going to add in our stock, whether you're using chicken stock, beef stock, turkey stock, whatever stock you're using. This is the point you add that in. If your stock isn't enough to cook the rice, we will need to add in a little bit of water as well, just enough to cook the rice. Be careful at this point not to add in a lot of water to avoid overcooking the rice. So just add in just enough water to cook the rice till it's 90 to 95% done. Season with some salt, stir completely. Now we're going to cover this with some foil paper to trap the steam because it's basically the steam that is going to cook this rice till it's softened. So cover with some foil paper, cook on very low heat until the rice is 90 to 95% done. While the rice is cooking, go ahead and fry your plantains. Fry this till it's golden brown and ready to be eaten. So just fry that and set aside. In 25 to 30 minutes on low heat, your rice should have been about 90 to 95% completely cooked. So just stir that, remove the bay leaves, and then confirm that the rice is properly cooked. Once you've done that, set aside and go ahead and fry the already chopped veggies. So add in some oil in a wok pan, add in chopped onions, fry this till it's fragrant, add in some ginger and garlic paste as well. Fry this to release the flavors. Also add in your curry and some thyme. This is the point where a lot of stir frying is done. So add in your green peas, your green beans firstly to allow them cook before adding the rest of the veggies. So stir, stir, stir completely so that all the seasonings and spices will mix in with the veggies. Stir this, then go ahead and add in the chopped carrots and also the bell peppers. Mix that in completely. Remember, we're frying this on high heat, no longer low heat. This is stir frying, so we're frying this on high heat. So mixing the veggies and continue to stir, add in your sweet corn. Stir that in as well. Now, this is the point where I'll be seasoning with my pepper. I'm not using fresh pepper for this. I prefer to use dry pepper. So I'm going to add in the pepper now. I'll also be seasoning this with some stock cubes as well. So add that in and continue to stir fry for another 30 to 45 seconds. Then go ahead and add in the fried plantain. This is the last thing we add in. Once we add this in, just stir fry for another 30 to 40 seconds and then go ahead and transfer this stir fried veggies back into the already cooked pot of rice. Add that in, stir in completely. Make sure you stir and let everything mix and match with each other. Stir that completely. Taste and adjust seasoning if need be. But at this point, you are done cooking a very delicious pot of Gen Z approved fried rice, because once you bite into every spoon of this fried rice, you're going to get a sweet and savory taste that is cooked to perfection. This is a game changing way of making your fried rice. The plantain in this fried rice takes it to another level. Let me know if you're going to be trying this, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel to this point. Click the like button if you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment in the comment section for me to let me know what you think when you actually make this fried rice recipe. Thank you guys for always watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.